What's up? What's up? What's up? This is Romy Mac. Welcome to 2 Cents, where we talk about any and everything and give our 2 cents. Today's show was brought to you by Zone 10 Customs from my man Nick and his new company, and of course, always supporting my man Rich with HMG. Shout out to the homie back home in VA. Love you, bro. Yeah. So this week, right, some information came out that I don't know, kind of caught people by surprise a little bit. One of that being one of the co-hosts for today's show, Sugar Booger, in regards to Richard Pryor. But I'll let her tell it herself. So let me get the team on. Yo, family, what up? We live on air. What's happening? Yeah, we got you know what I'm saying. We got my man Mike. We got the unforgettable Karumbe, and of course that Sugar Booger. Shug. So. Quincy Jones came out this week, interview talking about Marlon Brando and that he would fuck anything moving. One of those things moving just so happened to be a very funny comedian who is very prominent, and not only in the black community but just comedy in general. Supposedly, he says Marlon Brando fucked Richard Pryor. Listen, this is not, for all of my fans, all of our fans, Suge's fans, Karumbe's fans, Mike fans, for everyone that's in the LGBT community. I have no issues with what, you know what I'm saying, what you do. What the fuck is that? I don't know, spill some shit. But this whole ordeal, I mean, it did catch me by I don't want to say I'm shocked or anything. I was like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Because there was talk, I guess, like at Richard Pryor's roast, he had mentioned that to Paul Mooney that he was with him when he fucked his first faggot. These are just direct quotes, mind you. These are direct quotes. This is not me. I don't, nobody on the 2 Cents show, reflects that term as definitely not a term that we want to use to offend anybody, but that was just a direct quote that was said. But supposedly Marlon Brando, Quincy Jones told in the interview, it just nonchalant too. He was talking about music, and he was talking about he ran across Marlon Brando, and he was talking about how he fucked Richard. He said he would fuck Marvin Gaye, James Baldwin, and Richard Pryor. So it's like, you shitting me? Did you just say what I thought you said? But yeah. So what was your take on that shit?
I don't know, man. Maybe he was on drugs or something when this incident happened. Oh man, just that put him in. Was like, oh shit, was kind of laid down, So I don't know. I love Mr. Pryor. I don't know why he was kind of. I have nothing against all that. And once he all of a sudden comes out. It's like, come back, that's true. This is like a connection. Come on now, we talk about now, to the church and
stuff. His prerogative. I mean, you get enough money. I mean, I've heard things. I mean, we've heard a lot of things about different celebrities over the years. You get after a point, you get all the pussy you want. You try different things, I guess. Me personally, I'm not that much of a out for discovery. I'm cool. I'm cool with pussy and pussy alone. My pussy. That's it. Excuse me. And but again, you get to a certain status in life, man. I guess you feel untouchable. You can do whatever you want. You try to experience new things. That whatever floats your boat, man. But I was just tripping. And he also in the interview, Quincy Jones talks about, he said the Beatles were the worst musicians in the world. That is funny, man, because like Beatlemania is for real. Like people really do, like worship the Beatles in a sense, So that was, I thought that was a very interesting take that Quincy Jones had on them. But Quincy Jones is an older guy. He come from a different, a different time frame, man. A lot of things that that wasn't put out there in the open for people to be like, yo, Quincy Jones and them moving this way. Cause I'll never forget. I remember I remember that Vibe interview Pac had, and he talked about he came to Quincy Jones' house, and I don't know if he was looking for his daughter, like his fiance, which is Quincy Jones' daughter, Kidada Jones, but he had mentioned that Quincy Jones tried to fuck Pac, like.
And I was gonna bring up then, like, somebody got some dirt on him, bro. And it's kind of, he did it.
So you think that's why he coming out now? You think that's why he coming out now? Maybe with this whole Me Too movement, he about to come out?
Like, I love Richard Pryor and more than anybody else, but that's that Hollywood shit, bro.
I ain't with, yeah.
I mean, man, but I don't trust anything from this Jones band anyway right now.
And he had a baby about what's that? Diana Ross. He had a kid about
No, he don't have any kids by Diana Ross. That's Barry Gordy. But Peggy Lipton, he's got kids by. That's Shorty from The Office and the other shows. That's their mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, she used to be a part of Charlie's Angels, I think. I think she was part of Charlie's Angels.
Hey, Mike, you got anything to say about the Queen?
Yeah, Mike, how you feel about Quincy Jones and him revealing shit before he dies?
I think that shit's irrelevant, honestly. My thing is like, what's the motive? Like, why would you say, come on now with that shit? You didn't say that shit while he was alive. You know?
Yeah, you know what? So my coworker said that same
honestly,
shit.
My thing is like, I really don't care what Richard Pryor did in his personal life.
Yeah,
Like, his whole thing was comedy. So was the motherfucker funny? Yes, he was.
damn right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't really care. He can do whatever his personal life or what he was doing. So it don't matter.
Yeah, he's revered. He's always going to be revered as he's one of the greatest to ever do it, man. If not the greatest to do it, in my eyes. Richard Pryor. It doesn't change. His impact on me. His comedy was like it's forever embedded. You know, with me, it's interesting to know that Hollywood moves that way. You know, I wouldn't put it past them. So it's it's just one of those things. Like, damn, man, they're really moving like that. So,
And then before Cosby, they were like, man, Cosby said a lot of real shit. Like, being like going off on me. And then all of a sudden, somebody started fucking with him. He either trying to do something in life, or somebody got hurt.
I don't know, man. So that makes you wonder. So, like, if Quincy was moving that way, he tried to fuck Pop. What makes you wonder what he tried to do with Michael Jackson?
That nigga said Mike stole all his songs.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said Mike stole the song. Listen, to be honest, man, good artists borrow, great artists steal. That quote goes down in history. You know what I mean? So it don't change my impact. I mean, delivery is everything. Not everybody can carry that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, there have been a lot of artists that come out and try to do their own music, and people just don't feel that shit. But you get people that come along, like, let's say again a Michael, who can deliver like Mike. You know what I mean? Like, people look at like people try to say Michael invented the moonwalker. No, he didn't. He got it from a bunch of LA street dancers. You know what I'm saying? Jeffrey Daniels from Shalimar taught Michael Jackson how to do the moonwalker. Doesn't take anything away from Michael Jackson being associated with the moonwalker. He took it from them and he put his little spin on it. And that's what I think that's what people do with you know what I'm saying, with music. You know, they like, well, again, we come from a time frame where we value songwriting ability when it comes to, especially with hip hop. But even Big Daddy Kane on I was listening to the Brilliant Idiots podcast, and they were talking about that, and it was very very, very interesting take that he had, stating that when you become an artist, your job is to come out with to find the best shit out there. You know what I'm saying? So what that means is like you basically find songwriters, but that doesn't take away from once you get to a certain status. Like even Snoop has come out and said that he doesn't write. He stopped writing. He let other folks write his albums for him. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it goes. Like how Consequence used to write for Kanye. You know what I'm saying? A lot of folks didn't know that shit. or how I don't know who else used to write. A lot of people used to write for Diddy, but you know, Diddy's never been expected to be like, you know what I'm saying, this type of songwriter or anything. He's just a dynamic producer who never touched the keys. He just does it. He just has like the vision for shit and entertainer in a sense, you know. So that's you know, it's really how that goes. But for you, I would say Mike and you know Karumbe. I mean, for you guys, I mean, how do you value that? You know, looking at Michael, does that change your feelings on Michael Jackson as far as music wise? The fact that you learned that he didn't write all his shit.
Nope, not me.
Yeah, you still, you still gonna jam to Beat It, Billie Jean, Remember the Time, whatever the fuck your fix is when it comes to Michael.
There's people that still try to imitate him to this day, like basically just voice. So does it matter? No. I see it as if he was like, I don't know, if he was rapping and shit, it'll probably matter to me, but no, I don't know. Not a man.
Yeah.
It's more to be a singer, I think, than to be a rapper.
I mean, the rap community does get a lot of they get a lot of flack for the songwriting shit, man. You know what I mean? But I mean, the shit come out hot. The shit comes out hot. Like people finding out that Drake had a ghostwriter. It didn't affect his album sales for sure. You know, he did what he did. But
people just get caught up in titles, man. That's all the shit.
Of course.
Try to hold them to a higher standard of living. No, right damn well, they're human just like you are, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
I can see that like the fucking, if they were a life coach or some shit like that, and they were doing all this shit, but they not, you know what I'm saying, they're entertainers, they do whatever, you know what I mean? People need to stop being so invested in other people's lives and worry about their own.
Clearly, man. But it was just, you know, just the whole interview and just like, you know, people are, they'll take this shit for like a couple days and then this shit'll blow over too. It's not like people are going to change their feelings on Richard Pryor because they found out that he was bisexual, you know what I'm saying, engaged in like sexual acts with like men and transgenders. He's admitted in a memoir. They got in a memoir he was fucking with some transgender. And so it's like, wow. You know, I mean, could it be me? No, not for me. That ain't for me. But you know, to like one of my comic heroes, to find out they do shit. Who knows? You know, and then you get that. You know, obviously we heard about in the '90s with Eddie Murphy being caught with that transvestite. There's so much that goes into these stories. It doesn't change. I mean, Eddie Murphy Raw is still one of the rawest stand-ups I've ever seen. You know, for its time, and as what he does in his personal time that's his business. You know what I mean? It's like, for instance, with George Michael or Elton John, you know what I'm saying? Granted, them being gay, it doesn't change the fact that you ain't been bumping Last Christmas by Wham or fucking Careless Whisperer, you know what I mean? Or you know, Benny and the Jets. It's not gonna change your feelings on that for the simple fact that they're gay. I think that's fucking retarded. You know, like, you know, I would say based off of just lyrical content of just folks saying shit in their records. Like, let's say, for instance, this is not a direct quote, and this is not to be taken literally, but if Jay-Z came out and you heard that nigga was like bisexual or some shit like that, you know, it would probably make motherfuckers be like, huh? You know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't know. It would definitely turn a lot of heads. I'm not gonna say it would stop me from listening to the Blueprint or anything like that, but it definitely would, like, you know, like, wow, damn, Jay, that's how you moving. Yeah.
Jay-Z's never really come off as like a beat 'em up or nothing like that, no shit like that.
Yeah.
No, so I don't think that would affect him too much. Now, had it been, I don't know who's like a nigga you really want to fuck with. DMX? No, had it been like Trick or some shit like that, then that would be like, whoa.
Yeah. That's a little, you know.
Crazy.
DMX not so much, because he's had some questionable shit, so. Yeah, I was going to say,
But I'm sure somebody took the time to make like a YouTube video of just like questionable gay lyrics in rap. that
Oh yeah, yeah.
somebody's done it.
This is hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Ebony, so we almost had a government shutdown.
Yeah.
What the fuck? You know what I mean? Like the same cat that said, you know, this shit wouldn't happen on his watch. We damn near had a shutdown twice.
That's because our budget was supposed to be done in 2000.
Yeah, it's wild, but you know, it's business. It's disagreements, and I'm glad they came to an agreement. You know, for a lot of people that are affected by this shit. You know.
I think the military should not be part of this whole. I think we should be part of a whole other separate budget. So if something like this, you know, were to happen, we don't get affected.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying, our money needs to be put in a whole other pot. So, we're only the 1% of the U.S. population, and yet, when this shit happens, we're the ones that will be affected. The 1% of the U.S.
It just makes you wonder what's to come about this, you know, in the coming years. I mean, the shutdown didn't happen until what? Obama's second tier.
It happened before Obama. It happened before that person. The person before it. It's always happening.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna stop it.
Just
You know,
there's just a lot of disagreements.
Yeah, but the old ass people in office, they can't have their way. And well,
So they use that shit as leverage to try to, you know what I'm saying, give it a chance. Like when they come out of their fucking box, they get safe.
about this, we can't figure out this whole DACA issue. We're gonna put this on the table, but we're gonna push everything else through.
Yeah.
About that.
Yeah.
So you know, my kid, she's turning 14 in like the coming months, and we were talking, and you know, she's getting to the point where she no longer cares about like birthday parties and shit like that, but she was asking, you know, she's asking me for, you know, she wants an iPhone. My question to you guys, being parents, what you know, I would say, well, like, what's an ideal age for you guys? Like, as far as what do you feel the need to give a child an iPhone, if there is any age, you know what I'm saying? Like for you, I mean, that's what my child wants. That's what she's gonna get. She's spoiled, and she's spoiled by me. That's not her fault. That's daddy's fault. But you know, what and in you guys' eyes, what would be the ideal like time frame to give a child, like, you know, I would say such a, you know, I would say like a fairly expensive smartphone.
I mean, first of all, she was getting used for an old version, and I mean, it's level of maturity. You know, is the reason why I say that. You know, it's just not. I don't think it should be age. It's level of maturity. If you're in your teens and you're responsible enough, then I take you for your own things, then maybe I might consider it. You know.
Yeah.
It goes to that level of maturity. You know. I ain't saying no. You know, our kids are. You know, I was like, my nephew has a cell phone, but it's not the fancy iPhone that he's got cracked busted in the screen. He's happy with it, you know. But I'm thinking to call my sister or if he needs some help from another family member, something like that in the area. But he ain't just on there, you know. She ain't got internet on there, nothing else. But you know, he's 10. Yeah, you know, 10 years old, got a phone. But an iPhone. Yeah, I don't know. You a kid, you gonna get an iPhone, all right? It's gonna be what I want you to get, you know.
Yeah.
I didn't have a phone. I didn't have a phone until I was out of my parents' house. No lie, and I was like 19 or 20 when I got my new cell phone.
It was my brat phone.
It was different, you know, I would say it's different times for me. Like for me, when I was in high school, I had my mom, I had my dad's like phone that he used in the car, and that bitch was like the size of a fucking stereo remote. That bitch was huge. Like in circumference, it was like the size of a fucking beer can. Like it was, it was huge. You pull that shit out at the fucking football game, motherfuckers be like, damn. Like it's a big ass phone. No Snake. There was no playing Snake on my phone. It was just pure making calls and that was it. But I was still fortunate enough to have that that level, that type of contact. So I appreciate. I'm very fortunate about that. But it was funny that how shit was. But Mike, man, I mean for you, man, what would you say like would be like an ideal time for like your kid to have like an iPhone?
When they can pay for one.
Straight up. Yeah.
Like nowadays, phones, you can only track so much when you have eyes on it, stuff like that. You can set it and settings and stuff like that, but once they get older, they start figuring shit out. You know what I mean? So if they don't have access to it at all, like you just get them a brick Nokia phone like we had back in the day.
Yeah.
You ain't got nothing to worry about. They got a little Snake game on there. That's good enough. So you need to know you need to read them books, get your fucking schoolwork done.
Yeah, I mean, I was obviously me and the mother, my daughter and the mother and her mom. I mean, we've discussed it, and I feel she's responsible enough to do so. Not to mention, I plan to secure this shit as if it was my own phone. So she don't have nothing to worry about. As far as that go, she's gonna be involved in stuff, and she's earned it. I would say she's earned that. As far as like grades being kept up, and make me super proud. To be a dad and all that stuff. Same with her mom. I'm sure feels the same way. So we'll see about. See what I can find. As far as getting her that for her birthday. I think that's something she will remember. So who the fuck is calling from Indiana? I don't know what that is, but we gotta cancel that. Yeah, but what else we want to rap about? What else is happening in the world? Ebony, help me out here. Oh shit! Yeah, I can talk about the story I just read. So this the story I just saw. Apparently, this teacher at this Catholic school, female teacher, she was fired because she got married recently. Since she's a lesbian, so the principal said it was a difficult decision to make, but I really want to get you guys' take on it. It's a very touchy subject with being a Catholic, Catholic school, and knowing how how Catholics run run their business. And it is a business. Church is business. Sad to say, but church is business. Sorry folks, but so you have a teacher at a Catholic school, and you fire her because she's because she gets married to the same sex. So
not surprised.
Yeah.
I'll even like surprised she got fired. Yeah.
I'm not surprised. So,
I don't think she was surprised, but she got. Story came out. She got fired. So I mean, how do you handle that? You know what I'm saying? Like if you're the principal, how do you handle the situation where you have a somebody that's on your staff that gets married to the same sex? Does that really? My question to you is: does her job teaching have anything to do with what she does outside of her job? You know what I'm saying?
Based upon I can't speak for I'm not speaking as forever, but based upon how I grew up, because I have Catholic relatives, my grandmother being one of them and stuff. They have this mindset. Some people have this mindset. Some people have this mindset, especially when it comes to religion, that they follow these set of rules. And it doesn't matter what. You're gonna be against this regardless. So it wasn't a hard decision for the principal to make. And when that was a no-brainer. Hey, opposite sex. The word Catholic and opposite sex is not even the same sentence. I mean, that's why I said I'm not surprised. Because, yeah, that's not, and stuff like that, especially religion, and some people, that's not accepted at all.
Yeah.
Regardless if it's paid or not, that's just not accepted. They don't care if that's the person the opposite sex, the person, and, they can do wonderful things with whatever, but the point is behind it, we do this. So, that's one of them earlier,
Catholic school, you can get under the
yeah, you are
it's all the stuff that you think you don't fuck. It's like, all right, I'm gonna have this, if you're gonna take my time, they're gonna get in trouble for it. Well, you got fired, that's your fault. Yes, it's in her contract. So
even if it wasn't in her contract, but that is opposite sex. No, it's unlawful. Period. That's a no-brainer. You think that somebody is there going to change your mind about it? So that should have been expected from that. You should have like, okay, yeah, I already knew this was coming because how these people are.
From a damn class, and then I get back and I got fired. Well, I got freedom of speech. Well, then your ass got fired.
Yeah, freedom of speech. Freedom of speech is.
Within religion, politics is also in no speech. Doesn't matter. That's just based upon my observation in growing up around Catholics. It's mixed. They don't care if you're educated. They don't care how great of a person you are. You have your same sex. You're wrong.
Yeah.
We don't support you. We don't have nothing to do with you.
Concept: if you're homosexual, you do that, it's a sin, or whatever, and it goes against what they feel God, how God wants you to be. It's very interesting how we pick and choose which commandments we stick to, and rules made by God. But I digress, man. Hey, you do what you do. You show me the perfect Catholic, show me the perfect Christian, show me the perfect Muslim. I'll show you a fucking liar. And that's as real as it gets, man. We all fall short of that, and that's what God's grace is about. You know what I mean? His mercy and all that. So take that to the bank. But I don't know, man. So we got it's it'd be interesting to hear what Karumba and Sugar have to say about this. But yeah, Valentine's Day is coming up. What are some things for? I would say this is more so for Suge. What are some Valentine's Day gifts that you don't really care for to get on Valentine's Day? The what?
Assorted chocolates in a hot box. They are nasty.
Well, how you feel about getting a overly sized stuffed animal?
I like stuffed animals. I like stuffed animals.
Like sex doll size, like that damn big.
Like what?
Sex doll size, like that life size shit.
Get Karumba a sex doll, he'll love it.
Yeah.
She got to be a thick one though. That's on the market right now.
Yeah, get him an You can get him an Amber Rose sex doll. And she got the Nas part. She got the Nas part like Nas had in the 90s on her fucking head. Yeah.
Not looking like Amber Rose.
Yeah, get the Amber Rose. I want the old Reggie Miller part in my motherfucking Amber Rose sex doll. Goddamn it, that motherfucking part like that.
Interchangeable wigs. I think that when you talk about the top of black, interchangeable wigs.
Yeah. Get the
like on the phone call.
They should have like sex dolls with like famous I would say famous women that have been in like caught in scandals and shit. Like have a what's shorty the Lewinsky, what's the shit, the Monica Lewinsky sex doll. Yeah, get the motherfucking Monica Lewinsky shit. Don't get me I don't want the Lorena Bobbitt sex doll. Fuck no.
The Marilyn Monroe one, I think that'd be more popular.
Yeah. Get that one. Get like the Wilma Flintstone shit. Who else? Fucking Tinkerbell shit. Disney sell out. That'd be a top seller at Disney. The Tinkerbell's fucking sex doll. You don't know what to do, man. Disney taking over.
Dexter's Laboratory.
Yeah. What's happening? Get the Boondocks chick, the crazy one. The one that tried to blow up the fucking house and shit.
No blow up dog.
Yeah. But I mean but for real, like what
$3,000 on that robotic doll that out?
what do guys want? What do guys really want for Valentine's Day? I don't really think that shit is about us.
Want to be left the fuck alone. That's what we want.
Yeah. You know.
Chocolate turtle. I don't know what y'all want for Valentine's Day. The same thing y'all
We just want space, the ability to walk around the house butt ass naked. Ain't nothing to worry about.
12-month subscription to Xbox Live or PS4. Yeah. That'll work. A nice that mother. What'd he say? Oh, he said he want a new wife. Well, damn. That's what it is. Hey, I tell you what though. I tell you what. I will get you though, Skip. I get you some of the miles in that yak. You can have that for Valentine's Day, Skip. That miles in that yak though, Skip. Ooh. Yeah. That's what it is, man. Get that new album. I know you want that new I don't know, that new Will Smith album for Valentine's Day, goddamn it. That new Will Smith mixtape. Nigga, what?
You got a mixtape?
Hell no.
Oh no, they got right.
No, Jaden, I think Jaden might have one. Jaden got one getting out the car in all denim and shit with blonde hair. Yeah.
Getting out the Prius, the super Prius, yeah.
Hell yeah. Man, get that motherfucking gas. Take that gas, ain't shit to play with.
Smart.
Damn right. Shit, Jeff, you remember when Bush was in office and that fucking gas shot up to like $4 a fucking gallon? Negro. Let me tell you. I was like, what are we doing here, man? What are we doing?
I'm almost at the Field Road.
Yo.
People was making that gasoline and water and shit.
That shit in California, the motherfuckers' gas was up to $7 a fucking gallon. You can kill yourself. Fuck that, man. We ain't having it. Ain't nobody going on no dates. No Uber back then, no nothing. We not seeing shit. We staying home tonight. That's where Netflix and chill started right there in California. Shit. Got nothing else better to do. I don't know. Valentine's Day, different ideas, fellas. You can get, you get candy for those that like stuffed animals. You do that. Like the flowers, of course, the edible arrangements. That's something, that you can, this is just ideas, out there for those that can cook, man. You know what I'm saying? Cook for your lady, man, or your ladies, however you plan it. None of these days.
Back in the day.
Or you can show them some paid bills. Yeah.
That's not appreciated. You should be. That ain't appreciated. Too funny, man.
I just want to see how quick you my parents. I'll be having stuff. In front of the mom, told over here in front of the mom. That's what we can hear. Like Valentine's. What's so reading here though? Every other day.
What the fuck they talking about? Let me see. Okay, so Evan, you got any rants lined up for us?
Some rant?
Yeah.
The only thing I'm upset about is I went to get some Girl Scout cookies today, had my mouth fixed on it, and the shit wasn't ready. I'm so mad. If y'all selling cookies, and y'all tell somebody, I'm gonna get you your cookies tomorrow, bring the damn thing tomorrow. If somebody somebody who's very angry. It's the way it is. I have a face on the outside. I love girls.
She arguing about damn cookies. Yeah. I don't know. So that Black Panther album came out today with Kendrick, SZA, and The Weeknd.
Look at that Black Panther right there.
You've been living with a Black Panther for the longest.
Yeah, I sampled that one, man. I like it.
Yeah.
Surprise.
I imagine that's dope. This is the first I think the first rap album for a comic movie, I believe. Of course, associated with the Black Panther and all black cast, we would have to have a rap album. Yeah. Hey, if it's hot, it's hot. That's what it is. So I mean, there's a few expectations. I mean, there's some people that have screened Black Panther already, and they have a lot of great things to say, about Black Panther, and which is good. You would hope so. And it's directed by the same cat. What else did he direct? Man, he's a young cat. He's only 31. Got directed this movie.
Didn't he direct Selma?
Yeah, Selma, Creed. Yeah, he did Selma, he did Creed, and then this one right here. So, props out to that shit. It's so funny, folks going, that are coming out to see.
Y'all see shit for the New World, the Jurassic Park? Y'all watch this?
I ain't seen the trailer yet. What, he directed that?
And fucking raptors, man. More ass fucking raptors. I think the damn raptors will be holding guns.
Do you remember? I mean, you saw how smart my cousins were back in the day. We called them raptors. Shit. Yeah, shout out to
the New World or something.
Whatever it is, man. I want to know what the lawsuits are with Jurassic Park, because people died last time in the first one.
What's his name? The dude from Horror. Yeah, I'm calling it Horror.
You talking about Chris? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, him.
Lord gets his baby raptor. He's still alive. So I think he was he the only one that survived?
I think so. Hey, well, I know. We just want to know what we're gonna see, and I guess they was giving homegirl shit apparently because she wore heels in the first one and she was running and shit, and they was like, that ain't realistic, so they got her wearing flats or some shit. I don't know about to give a damn about all that, man. That sound like some shit some female would notice. But
they complain about a fictional movie where dinosaurs come back to life.
Yeah, tell me about it, man.
We got all night. We got all night first round. We got all night.
Yeah. That's what that is, man. But
all first round.
Yeah, I want to know. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna count how many black people we do have in Jurassic Park and how long they last. I mean, Samuel L. Jackson got killed.
How long do we last in any movie?
Samuel L. Jackson lasted pretty long in the first Jurassic Park.
Well, Blank Man lasted pretty long. You know what I'm saying? We know. They should be black and very good. They wanted somebody to go to a house with fucking dinosaurs on it.
Yeah.
We scratching us out the equation anyway. People are out. Black people in Game of Thrones. I don't even want to go to Australia. Me and Eddie got orders out of Australia. I'm mad. Australia is all right. Oh my God.
Hey.
Australia, you got everybody. You fucking house fighters be killing people and shit.
I want a kangaroo burger. Give me a kangaroo burger.
It's a kangaroo. We got kangaroo burger. Look, even the dog breed. He came over here trying to get in conversation. Kangaroo burger.
Fuck that. You on your own, bro.
I want a kangaroo burger with bacon on that bitch. Combine the kangaroo and the fucking pig.
Man, they shoot them though. Serious training in Australia. Australia got the most things in the world that are killing you. Y'all crazy.
I don't want no trouble, man. Get that overseas money, bro. But you know, as far as as far as 2 cents go, I mean, y'all got any, Mike and Karumba, y'all got anything else y'all wanna dish out before we we migrate on to the next thing?
Well, I just people down in the eye, bro.
We can talk about that on we can talk about that on the locker room. I'm just saying, y'all got anything left for this shit?
Yeah, talk about that on the locker room.
Yeah. So
The airman raped his 14-year-old girl and he knew about it on Tinder.
I mean, this is a bitch.
What happened?
So the Air Force news, this airman raped his 14-year-old girl and he got her on Tinder and he knew it. It happened several times. He was over Air Force Base.
That's bullshit. Yeah. So so Ebony, I mean, this is your shit right here. So you got anything left you wanna get to the folks before we close up shop?
I don't have anything. Oh, be nice today. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
I was trying to make phone calls. So this is lady, right? There was this lady who was a school teacher, and she made all the black kids get on the ground and sit like they were talking about it.
Oh my gosh, this is like so. How long?
Oh, you talking about that slavery shit? Yeah. Oh well. I guess we'll get into that another time. But obviously be sure to check out the show through the YouTube channel, the Romy Mac YouTube channel. Of course, check out the show through the Facebook page, the 2 Cents Facebook page. I don't know. Like I said, we'll be returning back to iTunes pretty soon. So like for the Apple users and shit with with podcasts, accessibility, you'll be able to reach the show that way if that makes it more convenient for you. Appreciate you been riding, for those that have been riding with us, from the beginning. Love y'all for that. But for Mike, Karumba, and Sugar, and I'm obviously myself, Romy Mac, we out. Peace.